Hi, I'm Micah Bestick. This is Kat Pittikelly. We're the dietitians at St. Vincent's Weight Loss Services in Jacksonville, Florida. We're here to talk about managing high cholesterol. September is National Education Month for cholesterol management. And before we get into our highlighted tips, I kind of wanted to go over our numbers and what our numbers mean so that we're in the know. So as you can see from this nice image here, you want to be 200 or less milligrams per deciliter, and then borderline is the 200 to 235, and then of course above that is going to be elevated or high cholesterol. Hopefully you're in the know already and your doctor has taken a lipid panel. If you have not, you can communicate with your physician about maybe getting a lipid screen. Most insurance companies cover preventative labs such as those. It's good to be in the know when it comes to these numbers.
And when it comes to preventing and or managing high cholesterol, we really need to be cutting back on the saturated fat and the trans fats. These are fats that are solid at room temperature. So if you think about room temperature, body temperature, not too far off. So these are definitely the artery clogging fats. Trans fats are going to be mostly in things like red meat, fried meats, butter, lard, full fat dairy, and the trans fats are going to be in your kind of processed baked goods, things that keep for a really long time. Be suspicious that they have trans fats. So ways that you can reduce your saturated and trans fat, you can go to the next slide, Micah, would be to choose leaner cuts of meat and use cooking methods like grilling, baking, broiling, sauteing, in avoiding a lot of those processed baked goods. Specifically for trans fats, you can read the food labels and make sure that there's no partially hydrogenated oils, because if there's partially hydrogenated oils in the list of ingredients, then we know that that product does in fact have trans fat.
Another good tip is to increase your fiber intake. Most of us don't meet the recommendations of 20 to 30 grams of fiber a day, and hopefully most people have heard about whole grains and not the enriched grains and our natural fibers like oats and fruits and vegetables. But I always like to review with people what a day might look like eating a high fiber diet, and it could look like maybe some whole wheat or like Raisin Bran for breakfast, or a piece of whole wheat toast with some banana. Lunch could be a half of a sandwich. There's some low-fat tuna salad on this whole wheat bread and a side salad to go with it. Any snacks would be like low-fat dairy, like some low-fat yogurt and some berries. You can make a nice fruit and yogurt parfait, or a small amount of nuts. It's so easy to just keep mindlessly snacking on nuts, so make sure you have a way to control the amount of that. And then finally for dinner, you could do some lean turkey meatloaf, small potato, we've got some collard greens, and a fresh peach. And that's kind of an easy way for you to get some fiber into your diet. That's what a high fiber day might look like.
And our third and final tip for managing cholesterol, and I know this is not the first time we've talked about physical activity, but it is just so important that we're getting in our movement, whether we're talking about heart health, weight management, diabetes management. We've really got to get in our movement. And the American Heart Association recommends 300 minutes of moderate physical activity a week. And try to pick activities that you enjoy. So if you enjoy doing things as part of a group, maybe see if you could find a local Zumba class, or if you prefer just to catch up with a friend or maybe a family member going for a nice long walk. For people that have mobility or joint issues, getting in the pool can be a great way to minimize the impact of gravity on your joints. But the point is to get in that movement.
So we've got high fiber diet, movement, and know your numbers. Watch those saturated fats. Next month, we're going to be talking about some yummy fall recipes, so stay tuned for our October video. Have a good day.
See you next time.